Okay, so hello everyone, my name is Jason. I'm a Course in Miracles student and a channeler. And today I'd like to talk about A Course in Miracles, and I'll do a channeling, and I also want to talk a little bit about when I was 14 years old, I was practicing the piano. When I was 14, I wanted to be like a professional pianist. That was my dream. And I fell asleep on the piano bench, and in my dream, I saw myself composing music like Bach's music. I really loved Bach's. I still love Bach's music, but I was kind of writing a piece kind of in the style of Bach's music, and I woke up and I thought, this is what I want to do. This is what I want to do, and I never really looked back since then. And up until 2018 or 2017. So I had that dream, and that was it. Okay, so this is it. And at the time I lived in a rural area, and so there wasn't a lot of music education at the time, of course, set up. And so I didn't know if there were any composition teachers around or anything like that. And but anyway, so that's the beginning. And right around the time, I think it was 2017, 2016, I discovered, I bought the Course in Miracles book, and I had it in my room, and I would flip it open a few times because I heard a lot of people talking about it, and it's too much. I didn't understand it. And then I had been listening to Tina Spalding on YouTube. She had a YouTube channel. She's a channeler. And she started channeling Jesus. So she would read the Course in Miracles lessons, and then she would channel Jesus afterwards to give an explanation of each lesson. And so I started doing the lessons with her and Jesus. And it was a very transformative experience for me. And it changed my whole life. And so now here I am 4 or 5 years later. But so that was right around that time where up until that point, I had been composing and writing music and performing, and I didn't really have a true goal per se. I thought that this is what I need to do. I need to do this. I need to do this. I need to be here. I need to get this thing. And so I was trying to do the things that I thought I needed to do in order to become what I thought was successful. And every time I would get something that, I could say is, oh, that's pretty a good thing. That's a successful thing. I would never really be happy about it. I would say, oh, okay, so this is it, but I'm not really feeling it. It's just I'm seeing it. It's like I'm seeing a movie screen. It's like, oh, okay, this happened, but it's not doing anything for me. But I thought, oh, well, I just have to keep trying harder and harder and do more and push myself more and more. It's just a matter of time, and then the next time I do it, I will be happy. It'll happen. And it never happened. But the one thing that I do know is that I really enjoy the mystery of writing music. Melodies just come out of nowhere, and you have to form them in a way to make a story and to create something bigger than that first inspiration that you got. And I really enjoy that mystery and that puzzle, putting the puzzle pieces together. So that part I really enjoy. I just didn't enjoy everything else, I guess. But anyway, so that was something that I learned. It's like, oh, okay, so I don't identify as a composer anymore. I identify as me, and I'm not identified by that. I don't judge myself by that anymore, but I used to. And so I find, I know that a lot of times in artistic communities, and also in just any kind of community, I mean, there are a limited amount of opportunities, and everyone is going for those opportunities. We have to get this one, and so in a sense, what that does is puts everyone against each other. It pits everyone against each other. We need to get more people coming to our concerts. We need to get that concert, or we need to win that competition. We need to do this, and what that does is, it pits us against each other, and we become like soldiers of fortune, where we are truly artists, and artists as human beings. We're all like made of love. We're here to bring love to everyone. We're all connected. And so these systems that are built up are there to keep us in check and to keep us from truly creating, I think, as artists and as human beings. And I think so. These systems are similar in every I guess a society, every system. So artistic societies, and even in corporate societies, everyone's going for this one thing, but they're not seeing that is just one way, and that is maybe not your path, and that everyone's on their own path, and that is what makes everything beautiful, and only you know your path. So, for example, in my path, I was thinking that I needed to, this person did this, and did this, and this, and this, so I need to do that, and that. And I said, no, I don't have to do any of that stuff. All I got to do is do what feels right for me, and what works for me, and what brings me peace. And so that's the idea. And so the Course in Miracles lesson that was related to that was lesson 25. And so here's a little excerpt from it. Okay, so it says, another way of describing the goals you now perceive is to say that they are all concerned with personal interests. Since you have no personal interests, your goals are really concerned with nothing. In cherishing them, therefore, you have no goals at all, and thus you do not know what anything is for. So, yes, and when they say personal interest here, it's related to the idea that we are all one, we're all connected. So we have this misconception that we are all disconnected, we're all separate. The ego, I am me and you are you, and there's nothing, we're not related. And so that is the idea of personal interests. But, for example, these artistic paths or spiritual paths or whatever kind of path that you're on, we're all one. We're all in this together. We're all working together for the same goal. The same goal. We're all here just for love and for peace. And there's enough, there's a path for everyone, and it's okay. There's no reason. We have no reason to fight each other. We're all one, and it's beautiful and it's great, and the path is there for us, and we just have to listen to our hearts. And A Course in Miracles is really great for that, because it helps you to let go of the things that you need to let go, and the things that you don't even know that you're holding on to. It really opens your eyes to who you really are and what you are doing. And sometimes it can be really embarrassing to see who you thought you were and who you really were who are. And but that's the spiritual transformation, right? So then I'd like to call in my guides. I don't have a special question. Maybe if they can give some more clarity to this. And yeah. Okay, let's see. Greetings, we are the three sisters of the Pleiades, and we are here, and we are not here, and we are here to give you the message of love and peace, which is the only message that there is to give. By saying that we are here and not here is the fact that we are here on this, through this being, coming through this being, but we are also existing on the seventh dimension, the Pleiades, and we are also existing outside of your whole universe and outside of your whole concept of time and this universe and even this source that you are in. So we are coming from outside all of these things. So we are here, but we are not here, as all of you are here and not here. You are having this experience on this third dimension, or third dimension rising, we might say, and you're having this experience, but you are also at one with God, and you are also there. And you're also in between worlds, and you're also having your parallel lives, and you're also having lives in other dimensions and other worlds. And so you are here and not here as well. So we are all here and not here. And isn't that a freeing experience to know that you You are here and not here. And you can step out of here whenever you want to step out of here. And you can step out into nothingness, or you can step out into spacelessness, into timelessness, or you can step into another dimension, which is something that you often do in your dreams. So you are here, both here and not here at the same time. And this is a wonderful thing for all of you. Now the energies, as you know, as all of you know, are increasing on your planet. They're getting higher and higher and higher. And as they get higher, you find that there are more things that you need to let go. So you are, for example, a hot air balloon, and you have too much weight on the balloon, and so you have to take some of the sandbags out of the balloon to allow you to rise higher and higher. And this is what is happening. You have to let go. You have to let go of more and more in order to rise higher and higher into this new dimension. And a parallel that we might say is that when, for example, you come from elementary school into junior high school, or junior high school into high school, there are a lot of things that you have to let go. You are entering a whole new society, a whole new way of interacting, and as you are growing, there are different ways that you're reacting. You're going through so much inside of all of you, and you're entering a new system, and the rules of the system are different. And this is similar to what's going on now. So this is just a system of getting, or a process of getting lighter and lighter. And so by getting lighter, you let go of things that you held on to. So for example, this being, he had to let go of all of these, well, as the Course in Miracles says, personal interests. He had to let go of all of these things that he realized weren't even making him happy. He thought that that was the secret to his happiness, that if he had written this one song and this next song, or this one thing, and it would become so famous and so popular, that then he would find happiness, and then that would be success, and then he could just relax in that happiness. And this is what you are trained in your society, unfortunately. This is the illusion. This is the way that you are trained, especially if you are pursuing the arts in that way. This is one of the traps that has been set up for a lot of artists, and you have helped to set these traps, because this is an important lesson for all of you to grow out of, and to understand that you are powerful and amazing creative beings, and you can create your own path. And you always have to remember that the happiness is not part of the path. You are the happiness. You bring the happiness to the path. The path is just a path that you created. The happiness, that is you in direct connection with God, with source energy. That is you, that is your direct connection. So that whatever you do, you bring the happiness with you. It is a bagged lunch. You're bringing the lunch, you're bringing the picnic. You bring the happiness, you bring the light to all of the situations. You're bringing the light to the world. You are the light of the world. And so this is something that you need to all remember when you're searching for happiness, that you don't have to search. You just have to close your eyes and connect. Close your eyes and connect to your happiness, because it's there. It's always there. It's waiting for you just to realize that, for you to realize that it's there. And so what this being had to do was to let go of all of these preconceived ideas about what his life should be or shouldn't be. And he just had to get very, very simple. He had to throw away a lot. He threw away a lot of different things in his life, a lot of personal possessions that he had. He became very, very light, and we still recommend for him to become lighter. He still holds on to certain things. This being had many, many instruments in his room. He had about 15 to 20 instruments hanging all over his room, and he's still holding on to a few of them, but he has let go of a lot of them. He has let them become free. And all of the sheet music that he had floating around the room, he let it go, he let it go. And all of the things in his life, all of the different obligations that he thought he needed to do, he let them go, he let them go, he let them go. It was very hard for him to let them go. And this is another part of this process of letting go. The process of letting go is also the process of setting boundaries. And this is a very important part of your spiritual process, but everything is spiritual for you because you are spirit. And it is an important part of this process that you're in at the moment, the important parts of setting boundaries and saying, no, this is where I am, and this is where I stand, and this is my line, and you cannot cross this line, and this is what I believe, and this is what makes me happy. Because you know what makes you happy. No one else can know what makes you happy. So you're the one that needs to draw the lines, and you need to draw those lines and make it clear. And these lines are not bad lines. People do not hate lines, and if they hate those lines, then you probably don't need them in your life at that moment. And those lines will help them to follow their path too. That might be the trigger that will trigger them to move onto their path. So this is something that's very important too, is setting your boundaries, and always knowing that the truth and the peace and the love is all inside of you, and you don't have to search anywhere. You have it with you. You don't have to do anything. You don't have to do anything. It is there. It is all there inside of you. Everything you need. And just follow it. Just follow that path. Take that walk. Draw that picture. Paint that painting. Talk to that person. Go out and feel the sun. Swim. Plant a flower. Whatever it is that you need to do, just do it. And it's there. That's all. That's your path. That's the step. And take it step by step by step. Each step by each step. And don't worry, because there's nothing to worry about. Just follow your passion. Follow your passion. And this is what this being needs to do. He has been trying and trying to follow. He's getting closer and closer and closer, but he is very imperfect, and he's trying his best. And this is we give him a lot of credit for this, but he just needs to follow the passion and not to worry. Step by step by step. And all of you, that's all you have to do. Step by step by step. And if the next step becomes a little bit scary, take a step back and take a breath and go deep inside and feel that happiness and feel that peace again. And when you're ready, open your eyes up again and take that next step. That's all you got to do. Just take it step by step, and you'll get there. You already are getting there. You are on the frontiers of this growing process, of this process of the earth growing, and a process of you all growing. You are on the frontier. You have had to integrate so much over these past few years. And you have been so brave that you have been open. Your heart has been open to accept all of these things, and all of these things that can be very, 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 very shocking. We understand how shocking they are for all of you. And just understand that that work that you have done is not for nothing. This work that you have done is part of the saving of the planet. This is all of this work that you have done is gone into the fields, and you have uploaded into the morphogenetic field and also into your homeworld's fields. And it is there now for the people that start to see all of these things and start to wake up. They will be able to download your integrations, and they will be able to more quickly and more easily and more peacefully go through all of these things that you have gone through. So you are pioneers, and you have made given this amazing present to your brothers and your sisters on this planet. You have given them the present of peace, and a present of a piece of a way. You are the way showers, and you have shown the way to so many people that have not even started their path yet, but they will, and they will follow this path, this way shower path that you have shown. Be proud of what you have done, and understand that there is so much help on the other side, and we are here to help all of you. And whatever it is that you need, you can ask us, you can ask your guides, you can ask whoever it is that you need help from. Will come to help you. We're here to support you in this process and the processes you have done so far. You are amazing beings of light. You're amazing workers of light, and we congratulate you on your amazing work, your wonderful work. You are saving not only your planet, but you're saving the universe. You have to understand how powerful all of you are in this time, and just understand that if it's too much for you, because we understand you are very, very advanced souls taking on these very, very difficult times. And if you need to take a step back, take a step back and take a breath. Take a vacation. It's okay. You deserve it. So take a break, take a step back, and then when you're ready to get back on, just get back on. Okay, we are here for you. Okay, so yeah. Thanks guys. Ciao.